What's up, everybody? It is time for another Packers training camp update video. Today was the 4th day of Packers training camp. Yesterday was sort of more of a walkthrough. Today seemed to have a little bit more action, so I want to go through everything that has happened today at Packers training camp. And if you guys are new here, you haven't subscribed, you want to see Packers news, content, updates, everything Packers, make sure you subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you never miss any Packers content. So first off here, we have some quotes from Matt LaFleur from his press conference this morning before training camp started. First, we have here from Rob Demovsky. We saw running back Aaron Jones returning kickoffs yesterday. Today, Matt LaFleur said it's just an emergency situation, but added that Jones has been in special teams meetings and you can feel his presence. Also mentioned Devondre Campbell as another vet who's been in those meetings. So that is something we covered yesterday, that Jones was one of the players returning kicks, which I said yesterday, it makes sense. He's a talented player. He's fast. He's quick. He would be very good on special teams. The only thing is, do you really want to risk a player there for injury when he's such a crucial piece of your offense? We saw last year Kylan Hill go down, tearing his ACL with a kickoff return. So I think to have someone like Aaron Jones, who you don't want to risk getting injured, as LaFleur said, it's just an emergency situation, which makes sense. You don't want him out there injuring himself and putting himself in bad positions. But could it work? It could work because he's obviously very talented with the ball in his hands. And then here we have from Ryan Wood, Packers coach Matt LaFleur says it was good to see Ramsey return from ankle injury in time to compete for outside linebacker spot. He's one of the guys who are going to be in competition. Right now, it's pretty clear cut who 1 and 2 are, but as for 3 through 5, it's anyone's guess. So Ramsey does have the ability, the chance to come in here and be a depth piece behind Rashawn Gary and Preston Smith. Missed the entire season last year. Played in special teams a lot the year before. So he does have an opportunity here outside with Za'Darius gone, with there being some more uncertainty with the rest of the edge rushers on this Green Bay Packers roster. Then once again, ROMEO DOBBS coming in clutch. What's new? Matt Schneidman, stop me if you've heard this before. ROMEO DOBBS reels in a deep ball through contested coverage. Jordan Love rolled out to his left and flung one deep across the field to DOBBS, who held on through the hand of safety Sean Davis. Big cheer from a packed house. So once again, to see DOBBS making plays. I mean, we've seen this every single day this week at Packers training camp. ROMEO DOBBS coming in clutch, making big catches, big plays, jumping up. Apparently, he's really great when it comes to catching the 50-50 ball, and he does it once again. So to considering Christian Watson is injured, Sammy Watkins today I think he was limited. He didn't play in the team situations, but he was doing like the individual drills. But ROMEO DOBBS, I know it's only training camp, it's only the first few days, and he'll have to continue on this path to, I think, have a substantial role in this Packers offense. But the way he's looking right now is very exciting, and hopefully he keeps it up, and maybe we'll see him come in here and put up some numbers in his first season. It's hard because with rookies, you don't exactly know what's going to happen. Sometimes in training camp, players can excite and look really good, and then the season comes and they don't put up crazy numbers just because there is so much to go around here. But it's very promising what we're seeing so far from ROMEO. And then here we have from Andy Herman on ROMEO DOBBS as well. DOBBS working with the 1s, 2s, 3s, doesn't matter. He keeps coming up with catches. A nice catch on a slant from Etling there. Offense has had 2 fumbles on failed snap exchanges. Rodgers wasn't happy with that one. And then here we have from Wes Hodkwitz. Good pickup by Tyler Davis on Preston Smith, allowing Rodgers to step into his throw. Amos had a nice pass deflection to break up a pass from Cobb. So Adrian Amos, safety, coming in there and breaking up a pass. But then Tyler Davis as well, who has been a guy who's looked pretty good these past few days from what I've seen around the internet, blocking Preston Smith nicely, which is a positive. Then here we have from Andy Herman. The entire starting defense is in on field goal block unit. That's new. So I guess the Packers are like, you know what? We're going to put everyone out there because we can't be bad in this area anymore. So maybe they do it in the season. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's just so everyone knows what's going on. Who knows what Rich Bisaccia is thinking. And then here from Matt Schneidman. Rookie kicker Gabe Burkick 0 for 2 just now. Wide left from 45 on the left hash. Wide right from 47 on the right hash. Mason Crosby still sidelined with a knee injury. So with Mason Crosby being injured, Gabe Burkick having an opportunity here to show something. Apparently it wasn't looking too good, over 2. Hopefully he can clean all of that up. Then here from Wes Hodquiz. TIPA Naliai has had some good rushes the first few days, had another in team just now. And as we've already talked about the edge rushers, TIPA Naliai, Jonathan Garvin, Randy Ramsey, Kinsley Inigbare, lots of players who are competing for the depth spots at the edge rusher. And TIPA played a good amount last year. He was all right when he was playing, and we'll see if he can take a step forward coming into this next season. Then here from Wes Hodkwitz, or first, Andy Herman. Really nice patience and recognition by Zach Tom, picking up a stunt up front. Then Wes Hodquist, like what I've seen from Tom at left tackle today, looks stout, balanced against Green Bay's ones. So 4th round pick, Zach Tom from Wake Forest, who does have experience in college playing some tackle, also played center as well. And to already see him lining up as with the number ones at left tackle, we saw it 2 days ago, and we're seeing it once again here. So that's great because we know David Bakhtiari, we don't know what's going on there. His knee injury still causing him problems, still in the PUP list. Who knows how long he's going to be out. So if a player like a rookie like Zach Tom can come in and be good enough to start at left tackle, that would be very helpful, clearly. And considering he's a 4th round pick, that would be amazing. And I feel like the Packers have always done a great job of adding depth at the offensive line. Brad Gutekunst, year after year, has added, 3 draft picks on the O-line the past 2 years. So the Packers are prepared to handle lots of these injuries. And I think as we go through training camp and we see just how good these rookies are, then I think Brian Gutekunst can decide if he wants to come in and maybe sign a veteran tackle or some other veteran offensive lineman. Because if they're not looking great, I think it will make lots of sense, and the Packers should come in and find a cheap veteran who they can sort of rely on. But right now, it looks like Zach Tom is looking good, so if he can keep that up, maybe the Packers don't need to make a move like that. And then here we have from Andy Herman, number 1 defense, very sticky in coverage so far today. Not much for Rodgers to find downfield. So day 1, Rodgers said that it looked like the Packers offense was the one who, beat out the defense. And considering the defense has one of the best secondaries in Savage, Amos, Rasul Douglas, Jair Alexander, Eric Stokes, the fact that the Packers offense was dominating the way it seemed like they did day 1 with Dobbs, catching a few touchdown passes. Today it looks as if the defense was playing a little bit better, which makes sense considering, this defense should be like a top 5 defense, top 5, top 10 defense, considering all the players we have back, all the talent here on the defensive side of the ball for the Packers. Then here for Mike Spafford. For punt drill, it's Dobbs, Cobb, A. Rodgers, guessing that's Amari, not Aaron. That would be interesting if we put Aaron Rodgers out there at punter, and Herman rotating as returners. Then here for Matt Schneidman. We're not allowed to tweet exact quotes from coaches or players during practice, but let's just say Rich Bisaccia is going to bang some heads if Amari Rodgers fair catches another punt. So I guess Amari Rodgers back there at punt returner was fair catching punts. Rich Bisaccia didn't like it. I guess he's like, Amari, you need to return these. I guess that's what's going down there. And we did see Amari Rodgers last year return lots of punts. He was okay at it, and we'll see if he does it once again. Or if a player like Dobbs, who did do that in college, could also have an opportunity to do that as well. Then from Wes Hodquist, Dolan Levitt working as a personal protector. Again, the 4th-year safety played a whopping 73% of Raiders special teams snaps last year. So for those of you who don't know, Dolan Levitt recently added to the Packers roster. Last year played for the Raiders and spent a lot of times, as he said, on special teams for Rich Bisaccia, who was over there in Las Vegas. So it looks like the Packers brought him in to probably play a lot of special team snaps, which the Packers definitely need considering just how bad we were last year. And then here we have from Andy Herman. Defense looks fantastic today. Pressure, run stuffing, sticky coverage, showcasing the full potential today. Enegbari with a rep with the ones. Great pressures by Preston, and a wounded duck ball falls mercifully incomplete before Amos could get to it. I think it's funny when you look at these training camp practices because when the defense has a great play, that means the offense had a bad play. Well, possibly, most likely. And if the offense has an amazing play, someone on the defense messed up, and considering these are both our units, it's like, okay, well, that's good, but the defense looked bad. Well, that's good. So it is interesting, but I feel like if you're on the Packers offense and you're one of the receivers, to be able to compete against players like Eric Stokes, Jair, Rasul Douglas, you're getting the best of the best competition, and I feel like it's only going to make this entire team, better overall. But great to hear the defense is looking good. And then from Ryan Wood, Cabian Ento with an impressive pass breakup on left sideline versus Osiris Mitchell on a deep out from Danny Etling. Ento has always shown a knack for playing the football, just hasn't been able to stay healthy. When we look at the Packers cornerbacks outside of the top 3, which I've mentioned multiple times, pretty much every single day it feels like, we have Cabian Ento, who has looked good recently, as we see here from Ryan Wood. We also have Shamar John Charles, Rico Gafford, who moved from wide receiver back to cornerback. But it's good to see that we're seeing some good play from Ento right here. Then for Matt Schneidman, I have Rico Gafford down for 3 really nice coverage reps at cornerback against Love/Hyman. Love/Amari and Love and Amari. 2 pass breakups in there, but the last one should have been caught by Amari. Speedster Gafford having a good day after recent switch back to cornerback from wide receiver. So I just mentioned Rico Gafford, but he did play cornerback in college and moves to wide receiver when he joins the NFL. The Packers this offseason then decide to move him back to cornerback because he obviously used to play there and they think he's better off there. So we'll see if he makes the roster. He has some competition there, but it's good to see him playing as well. And then to finish it off for Mike Spafford, Shamar John Charles, taking Alexander's spot, picks Rodgers on end zone ball for Cobb in 2 minutes, but is ruled out of bounds. The next play is similar throw for Lazard, and he halted in for a touchdown with less than 10 seconds left on the clock. So when I was looking at these reporters' tweets, it did look like John Charles intercepted the ball, but then apparently he was out of bounds. But John Charles is another guy who, outside at corner, or not outside, playing at corner, most likely slot player, played some snaps last year after the Packers drafted him in the 5th round. And so we'll see if he can take some steps coming into year 2. And he likely would just play in the slot. So we'll see if maybe he gets some kind of role there when the Packers maybe need to sub in some guys, or if there's injuries at the cornerback position. But that is all the news for today. If you guys want to stay up to date with all Packers news, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. That is the entire first week of Packers training camp. So it's exciting that we're getting into the midst of this season. The season's coming up soon. We have a month, a little over a month till the season actually starts, and I will be talking all things Packers all the time, as always. So stay tuned, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and I'll see you guys next time.